Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Joey. Super excited to have a new video for you today. This run was a lot of fun and one that could definitely be usable by all newbies from here to eternity. This is using an extremely good loadout. We're going to be focusing mostly on the shotgun, and the shotgun is just way OP. Definitely helps moving people out of your way, killing people, boss fights, you name it, and this gun is amazing. So I didn't know how it was going to go. I really like to use the TMP most of the time, but it was great to do a different run, this time using the shotgun. So I got a lot of laughs in this next video. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting me. I appreciate it so much. All the likes and the comments and video views and stuff have been so amazing. Please keep the comments coming. I love joking around and laughing with everybody. To all the people that have been sending comments and stuff and asking questions and even offering advice has been amazing. I have already added several new things to my game thanks to people who have given me tips. So this video is called Riding Shotgun, and we are gonna blow some holes in some mofos. All right, kids, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Sun's out, sun's shining. All is going well. This is going to be my video called Riding Shotgun, and we're gonna focus a lot on using the shotgun on this run, as the title suggests. And here we are. We start out fighting the black robe as usual. Been a little bit since I made a video, trying to get back in the swing of things. I've just been super busy. I've had a lot going on musically, which is of course my focus in life. Always trying to get that music money. Very thankful to make money playing music because it's something that I did for free for a long time. And when I finally started to get paid for it, it sure felt good. And I hope to get that feeling with Resident Evil videos one day. It's tough when you got a new channel. It's really, really tough. Just trying to get people to interact, and definitely met a lot of cool people so far. Super happy about that. That was what I hoped for the most. I really don't need any money from YouTube. I would love to get some for YouTube because it's a lot of work, but I would do it for free anyways. And that's how you know you're on the right track with something, is if you would do it for free. And I'm definitely having a lot of fun playing Resident Evil still. You have the means. I plan to get into doing Leon runs again. Nothing else matters. Thought about maybe doing another village run. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. I definitely won't be doing a Shadows of Rose run. That was kind of a one and done type thing. Just only needed to play it once. Didn't feel the need to play it again. And that's okay. That's all right. So this video is going to be focused on the shotgun, and I was excited to do it because I typically use the TMP a lot. There was a little stretch where I was using the shotgun here and there for some specific parts of the game, but I had never pretty much got it the first chance that I could and then kept it on the entire time. I was always going back and forth between the TMP and the sniper rifle. So this is going to be a lot of shotgun, and it wound up being a hell of a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It's really, really powerful. it really moves people out of the way. We were able to take some bosses down with it, as you will see. And yeah, so it's a nice day outside. Typical weekday in the West Coast over here. It's about noon, and you know, all is going good. I hope everybody's doing good out there. I hope everybody's doing well. It's about mid-April at the time of this video, and lots of stuff in the news. That lady got really close. Kind of caught me off guard there, but no harm, no foul. But a lot of stuff in the news. Not a lot of good news out there these days. Just a lot of sad stuff, really. Another good thing about video games is it can kind of take you out of the, you know, world of the news and daily chores that you have to do, you know, just regular life stuff. That's what video games is for me. Just gives me something else to think about. My mind is always running a million miles an hour. I'm always trying to think of, you know, what I need to get done, what I can do to get ahead. I mean, heck, all the way down to, you know, what I'm going to do for food if we have an extended period of, you know, power outages, or if we have some kind of a issue with our infrastructure one day. It's nice to be a little prepared. Would I call myself a prepper? I don't think so. No prepper would call me a prepper. Let's just put it that way. Am I more prepared than I was a couple years ago? Yeah, definitely am.
Almost at the church.
If anything that's the last few years have taught me is, you know, have a backup plan for your backup plan. There's been a lot of weird stuff going on in life these days, and it's just important to keep looking around you at all times, you know, be vigilant, you know where the people are, you know, have your street smarts about you. It's definitely something that I've worked on all my life. I'm extremely street smart, very aware of my surroundings, very aware of what's going on. I don't take my mind off my surroundings ever. When I sit in a restaurant, I kind of like to keep my eye on the door. I like to be mindful of, you know, people that are acting weird. There's a lot of mental health issues going on combined with drug abuse. And those two ingredients in a person is a recipe for disaster. And the sad thing is that sometimes they can't even help it. You get addicted to something. I go into addiction a lot on this channel. I'm very open about it. I like to discuss my addiction. You know, I like to discuss it out loud. Proud of where I've, you know, come. I'm not ashamed of where I've been. And everything that I've kind of done in life is what has made me where I am today. And these days in life, I'm living my best life. Ooh, that was close. It was extremely close. Of course, we're doing no damage runs, so can't get tagged. This lady is really, really, wow. Oh my God, I'm having a tough time on console with this lady here. But like I was saying, I'm definitely having my best life right now. Happily married, and, you know, spend every day with my best friend in life, and couldn't imagine being with anyone else. And, you know, of course we go out and we do things. And when we do things, it's very important to be street smart. You know, I will only walk on the side of the street where there's lights. You know, don't walk down, you know, dark streets. A lot of strange stuff goes on downtown, and it's not a very happy place. It used to be a beautiful place. Now it's, I don't know what it is. Possibly something out of a Mad Max movie. It's a lot of trash. It's a lot of depression. A lot of issues. You know, I don't really have an answer for, you know, the problems that are going on in the world today. I don't claim to. But I do claim to have an answer for the problems that I can personally affect in my life. You know, it's simple things. You know, you want to, you know, be mindful of what's going on around you, as I said. And you also want to, you know, be good to people. And it's just this world that we're living in is, it's going to take a lot of street smarts. So for all those people out there that have been homeless and learned what it's like to live drug addicted on the streets, those people, myself included, you know, will have a little bit of an upper hand because times are a little tough. You know, my wife is not really used to kind of looking around everywhere. So I kind of do that for the both of us. And so crazy times going on out there. Trust me, there's a lot of people in this world that are living a little bit harder than we are right now. And it's important to keep that in mind and keep them in our thoughts, because one thing about YouTube is it's worldwide. So there's lots of people. I've met a lot of very cool people from other countries and stuff. And, you know, of course, they have a completely different outlook on things. They might experience some things a little bit easier in some areas and tougher in others. I have traveled to foreign countries and witnessed firsthand, spent many weeks in Europe, and pretty similar to where I'm at in the United States. Lots of graffiti, lots of trash, and probably more trash here than there, though. One thing that was really strange about being in Europe was, you know, how much walking we had to do. And, you know, the fact that when you're walking in Paris, you know, you're walking around at 6:30 in the morning and there's people smoking cigarettes and drinking wine. That just blew my mind. I was sober at the time, so, you know, of course I've got an aversion to drinking anyways, because, you know, it's not something I do in life anymore. But I don't smoke cigarettes either. I used to really be a fiend, always wanting to smoke. In fact, not even wanting to get on an airplane if I couldn't smoke. Loved smoking. But I quit in 2001, along with drinking. I quit both of them on the same day. Quit smoking, quit drinking, quit smoking weed, all on the same day. My life was a little bit like Train Spotting, if you've ever seen that movie. One of my favorite movies ever. When the guy finally decides to kick heroin, he locks himself in a bedroom with a bucket, and he gets ready for the pain. And one of my favorite sayings in there is when he's talking about the check being in the mail, meaning the pain is on the way. Just totally can relate. And, you know, when I quit all those things, I spent probably about 6 to 8 weeks just kind of just being a mess. A lot of drug withdrawal and a lot of, you know, pain and, you know, not being able to sleep at night, alcohol withdrawal along with nicotine withdrawal, And I really don't talk too much about it, but I also quit drinking coffee because caffeine was really like taking a toll on me as well, amping me out, and just causing chaos with me as well. So I quit like 4 big things at the time, and yeah, it was a little rough. But after about 8 weeks or so, I started to kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I have spent some time doing a little bit more preparation in case of, tough times. And you basically just have to look at, what do human beings need most to survive? And yeah, I mean, we need food, shelter, and water. But the order that they're in is water first, probably shelter. And I think you could probably rough it for, a couple weeks if you didn't have good food or something. So of course I make sure that we've got plenty of water in the house, making sure we've got some kind of power generators, although if something went down for a long period of time, you're going to run out of gas. So it's best not to try to rely on that, but we do have solar powered generators, which is nice. Won't help you in the wintertime, but in the summertime it could help. I live in an area that we deal with a lot of fear of earthquakes and mountains erupting. So those 2 things would definitely cause you to do a little bit of prepping. So I'll get back into that in a minute. Right now we're at the merchant for the first time. And it's been probably a week or so since I did this video. I typically run the game and then it sits kind of on my, desktop for, a week or 2. Lately it's been about 2 weeks because I'm so busy with music. So this game has been sitting around for a couple weeks while I waited to do the voiceover on it. So I'm kind of feel like I'm watching it a little bit for the first time. So let's go see the merchant. I do know I'm going to be buying the shotgun. That much I do know. All right, and let's see what we're going to do here. So it looks like I did get the case. I don't think I needed to. If you're a newbie, you may not need to. It's up to you. I always feel pretty comfortable that I'll find enough. You got to have 18 for the night room. After the night room, you've got to have 18. So I felt pretty confident that I'll have that. All right, combine everything that you got. Make some herbs. Wish I would have had a red herb. I would have had a little bit more money. Sell everything you can. You gotta have the most money possible. That's the elite knife, the Chicago sweeper. All that stuff's gotta go if you're gonna beat the black robe right here. Yep, get yourself the sawed off. It is very easy to handle. It's very nice. Get rid of your TMP. Alright, so it looks like we're immediately going in on the shotgun and the sniper rifle. Looks to me like I'm going to keep the blacktail, which is fine. I would have thought I would have opted for the Punisher just to get through the early game. a little bit easier, but I'm, you know, leveling up every day. So the blacktail's nice if you can land your shots. Right there, I'm looking at the Punisher, I think. All right, got 4,000 left, so gonna do a quick save. I always save before the black robe. Get yourself as many shotgun shells as possible. We don't need the submachine gun ammo. I should have sold it. But we're just going to go ahead. Alright, so for the black robe, I'm just going to hit him a few times with the sniper rifle.
Won't let me go so easily, huh?
Try to get 4 headshots and get out of there. There we go. Alright, get a quick reload. Time for some shotgun now. Come on, buddy. There we go. He's going to get some right here. That's a stun. Alright, get yourself a flash grenade ready. Tap him once. Flash. Tap him again. I'm going to give him some shotgun here.
Not fond of that, are we?
And that's it. So pretty easy with the shotgun. That fight can be really tough. We all know.
Okay.
So anyways, back to, you know, prepping and stuff like that. So an earthquake or a mountain eruption would be, you know, pretty tough. So, you know, making sure you've got some food and water to last you a little bit is pretty huge. So these are the kind of things that I've been thinking about a little bit more since like 2020. You know, and if things really went sideways, you know, and you're in a world where, you know, money is not valuable anymore, it's like, oh shit. You know, that's getting to be like The Walking Dead. So, you know, it's possible. I wouldn't say zombies coming and attacking us, but I would say, you know, some kind of damage to our infrastructure or some kind of a situation like that could pose a problem. So definitely keeping my, you know, mind open to different prepping things I can do. I always worry that, you know, having food around for several years or whatever could wind up poisoning you. Even if it does say, you know, hey, you can eat this for many years after. It's like, oh shit. But then again, if you're hungry, you're going to eat anything. I mean, you'll eat garbage if you're hungry enough. So, you know, it's a pretty crazy place out there right now. Some people in this world are living without critical infrastructure, living without power. And I mean, I couldn't even imagine. My power went out, I don't know, like 2 days ago. Woke up in the morning and there was no power. It's not too common, I would say. Our power is pretty reliable here. I live in a pretty big city. So, it's definitely reliable. But it gave me a chance to kind of bust out the solar generator. My wife is very, you know, she likes all of her things, you know. She likes to be comfortable. She doesn't like to go without things. And she's very structured person, you know. Kind of goes to sleep and gets up at the same time every day and kind of has her routines and stuff. So, you know, I mean, something like making coffee in the morning really makes her happy. And, you know, so I make sure I have a way for her to do that. And you can't just use any solar generator to make coffee. You know, just like you can't use any solar generator to run an air conditioner or, you know, run a blow dryer, you know, those kind of things. Yeah, I mean, you could charge your phone. That's fine. A lot of different devices can provide you power to do that. I'm talking more about something that could run a toaster oven, which is a significant amount of power. So we definitely got something to do that, and it was nice. Hook that up. Wife got to have coffee. You know, we pretty much had no issues whatsoever. Power was only out for about maybe 4 hours. And I was kind of still running around the house, running a few extension cables. I have a gas generator as well. Didn't even need it, you know, but I was going to get it out because I am able to run the gas generator to heat up my water heater. I'll basically run the generator, hook the water heater up to it, hook the fridges up to it, and let it run for a couple hours. The fridge cools down, the hot water heater fills up, and then we're pretty much good for 24 hours. So there was a time, you know, about a year or two ago when we had a couple bad storms. Power was out for a couple weeks. So we were running the generator all the time. And yeah, it worked out well. You know, we had a nice outdoor barbecue that we did most of our cooking on. Wife does a great job of, I don't make any food. I don't pretend to make any food or in any way try to make any food. She likes doing that. So I just get out of it. And she was able to make all kinds of good food during this time. Holy Christ. It was like we had the toaster oven, which is great. Toaster oven kills it. If you don't have a toaster oven, man, you need to get one. They are the best. And so yeah, I mean, we're set up. I don't think we could last 8 weeks, but yeah, we could last a little bit. All right, so we're here at the next merchant.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, well, a deal well struck. Good luck to you.
Fix up your knife. So I had a little bit of an issue with this run, to be honest. With the no damage runs, my save points have been completely screwed up. I had the best save points on Earth before I started doing no damage runs, but now it's too shady. I can't go too long without saving, just in case something stupid happens, because I'm not playing Resident Evil every day, by any stretch. So every time I get on the game, man, it takes me probably like 2 hours to get warmed up even. So, you know, it's not like I just jump back on the game and I mean, I'm just, you know, frickin' LeBron James. No, that's not the case. I usually have to do one run, you know, doing my trial run just to get all my save points worked out and everything. But this run was a little bit of a pain because of my save points. This is one save point right here that I think you just have to live without. There's a more important spot to save later on in the game, but I used to save here every time because the chainsaw lady would sometimes get you trying to run through the door. But I no longer deal with her anymore because I just use a flashbang and she doesn't get anywhere near me. But still, it's a long time to go from the black robe, the first black robe fight, going back to that save point. So that's kind of what's on my mind right here. And plus, I took some real stupid damage during my test run. It was, in fact, I even had to look up on the internet to see if they updated the game, because some, parts of the game was weird. So I think I did just save right there. And I think I did just because I did not want to go back to the black robe. And I didn't want to go a real long time without saving, because it was pretty much going to be until before El Gigante that I was going to be able to save. So I just didn't want to. The main thing is that I don't play every day. So I wasn't really warmed up like I was when I was making videos, every, a couple a week. Because I certainly haven't had time to do that this time around. So, I mean, I'm having to save in some spots that I don't really want to.
These belong to Louis.
And you'll see why later on in the run. Again, I took some serious cheap shots in my test run, and just frustrating having to go so far back, because anybody who watches my videos know I talk a lot about time and commitment to playing these games and stuff, and I can't sit here all day and play just nonstop. So I mean, that's why I skip cutscenes. That's why I kind of speed some parts of the video up, just because my ADD just can't stand it. I'd like it if more newbies kind of watched my videos, but I doubt they probably do. I'm sure it's just mostly like people who I've gotten to know recently, and people maybe doing no damage runs, because there aren't any newbies that are doing S plus no damage. So I'm going to flash Grandma here, and we'll get out of here pretty easily. All right, we're getting ready for El Gigante. This part can be a little crazy. It's going to be a lot of dudes coming up here. I see people running past them, but as I've said on many of my videos, I like to fight these guys. I think it's fun. It probably is a waste of ammo. I'm sure there's probably some people that would be like, hey, just, run past these dudes. For one, it's not safe. That's probably the biggie. And I can't use heals because this is no damage. So I have to play it a little bit different. But I like this part right here. I like to fight these guys. It's always an adventure, and sometimes I do get tagged. But I run up immediately and get this Plaga started right here. 100% Plaga. Got him down. Gonna have a lot of fools chasing you. Watch out for Grandpa with the crossbow. Gonna be a lot of Plagas here. Got an extra flash. Or extra grenade, that is. Give him another one. Yeah, just kind of stand behind this fence right here. It'll help keep you from getting tagged. Gonna use a little bit of handgun ammo on this guy. Got a lot of it. Not really using the handgun too much. And then we're gonna run through and clear everything out. For some reason, there's a couple boxes that I miss in here. I hope I got it. See, there's one of the extra spinels right there. If I can just get another one, then I will have gotten the black resource case for free. I'm not too worried about it.
Came into some other bits and bobs too.
I do like to have the 18 spinels before Gloria A Las Plagas. And you'll see why here shortly.
You were a go-getter. Nice work.
And at this point, I'm pretty much thinking about El Gigante. Also, maybe about the case upgrade. Always want to get the blast arrows. I always buy the blast arrow recipe right here. You wind up getting a lot of knives along the way. And it's great to convert those, you know. Yeah, I'm upgrading the sniper rifle for El Gigante. I noticed the shotgun wasn't really that effective against El Gigante, so we need a backup plan.
Good as new. I'll buy almost any. Come back anytime.
Alright, so it looks like we did not save, thankfully. But we will be saving before El Gigante. And just be careful with these guys right here. They are going to bum rush you. And they're probably both going to be plagas. We got a lot of ammo for the handgun, so this guy just kept coming up, so had to shotgun him.
Lights out.
Which you don't really want to be wasting too much shotgun ammo right here. These guys are all pretty weak, so it's kind of a waste. And pretty much in this run, when I break out the shotgun, it's typically in case of emergency break glass kind of moment. It's my last ditch effort, you know, to keep from taking any damage. In the black resources case is pretty much just giving me my flash grenades and my sniper ammo. So even though I'm doing a shotgun run, I need to have a lot of flashbangs and I need to have a lot of sniper ammo. So that's kind of why I bought that case early. And it's paying off. I mean, I'm getting a lot of large resources, so those are going to come in very handy later on. And right now I'm just using a very out of the box blacktail. You know, so it's taken me a lot of shots to bring these guys down, but I'm conserving a lot of ammo at the same time. So that's why I'm kind of focused on, see, that guy that could have been bad. And these are the stupid places where I wind up taking, like right here. Like I was on top of that guy. I mean, I kind of got lucky there. I should have just took the shotgun out and taken him down. That was one of those moments, but I was pretty committed to knifing him down because his back was to me. So, and you don't want to take cheap damage right here. This is so annoying because you've got to go all the way back to the frickin' warehouse. And if you didn't save at the warehouse, you'd have to go all the way back to the Black Robe. I mean, this is why I ran into such trouble with my save points on this run, because, you know, like I said, I'm not playing the game every day, and you know, I'm not, when you play the game every day, like, your save points are super sharp, you know, your reflexes are super sharp, all that stuff. Like you spend less time at the merchant because you can just fly through the menus. All those things are sharp when you're playing every day. And I wish I could, but I cannot. In fact, I got so many large resources, I don't even have room. And I definitely make blast arrows all throughout the game because I'm going to use tons of them coming up here shortly. Or I wouldn't say shortly. I would say probably around chapter 5 I start using it more. All right, get ready for the next save. Trying to take El Gigante down with a shotgun is not easy. I tried unloading it on his face when I first got on the mission, and he just laughs it off. It doesn't even faze him.
Hi, you are a popular one, Luis.
Trying to remember if I did that here. Nope, I just gave up. Didn't want to waste any shotgun shells on him. Because you can tell if you do any damage to him because, you know, his plaga will come out. And it just, I couldn't get it to come out. So I gave up on the shotgun entirely. And I mean, and I was right in his face. See, already the sniper rifle got his plaga to come out. I almost could have took some damage right there. Thankfully, I didn't. I'm a little close to the left of this building. You want to typically be in the middle so you don't get hit by some of them dudes down below. That was a little risky right there on my part. Got a lot of grenades. Grenades work well on El Gigante. It definitely stuns him, gives you a chance to reload. There you go. It's going to stun him. Should be able to get a couple shots off. Super hard to hit. All right. You got to be careful too, because when he breaks the building, if you're like right on it, you're going to take some damage. Got a lot of shotgun shells. I just really didn't want to use them all right here, but I think I was getting low on ammo. I mean, this is ridiculous. The shotgun is just not phasing him. Give him another nade. That was unfortunate reload. So not as squeaky clean as I would have liked, but I mean, definitely not bad. You're always going to go through a lot of ammo on El Gigante.
How chivalrous.
I do like to use the blast arrows on the part before the fire, but I didn't have any room in my case, so I just went without it. Normally I do like to have it right there. It works really, really well with those guys on the stairs. You got to be careful because one of them is going to be one of those type 2 plagas that can one-shot you.
Be parasite food.
And we've got to save. It's not too far back, so you know we don't have too much to worry about.
Guess we'll find out.
You just have to do the giant again. I love the blast arrows right here. These guys don't stand a chance, but the shotgun, if you got the bullets, it works just as well.
We can go back up this way.
All right, so moving on. Yeah, it's been a pretty busy few weeks. Definitely thank everybody that's been checking out my videos and been watching. I appreciate it a lot. Can't say thanks enough. If you can help out, like and subscribe. It helps the videos out so much. And anytime there's engagement on a video, comments, you know, it helps out so much. And it's been great. So the comments have been a lot about, you know, living a little bit of a different life, living a little bit of a drug-free life. I got a lot of insights on finances and being sober, and also on music. And so it's been really, really cool that, you know, quite a few of the questions that I've gotten, I've received a lot of feedback in people who, you know, might be in the middle of a transition or could be struggling with mental health or depression. The big thing is just to know that you're not alone, and to know that talking to a trusted family member is a great first place to start. Professional help is also out there. Professional help, I wouldn't advise it if you're not ready, because it could be a waste of money. You've got to be ready to make a big life change. And if you get to that point where you're ready to make a big life change, then professional help could help. There is free resources out there too, people you can call. I would suggest doing that first. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I did it. I overcame a lot in my life, especially being a musician where drugs are 24/7. They run rampant in this community. They're everywhere you go. Every event that I play in life is, you know, generally full of drugs and alcohol. Anything that I want, I could have, and I choose not to, because I can't go back to where I've been. I've also gotten a lot of questions on financial stuff. My specialty is living debt-free and being in the real estate business. Basically, all my savings and everything I've ever done in life has been devoted to houses, investment properties, rentals. I am a landlord, and it's not the funnest business on earth, but it's a business that I know will help take care of me when I'm finally done working, which, to be honest, I will never be done working. Working is something that I find joy in. The things I do in life are not really work. They are jobs to me because they do pay me, but they're things that I love. So, like I said earlier, you know, I do things that I would do for free, and I'm fortunate. I will celebrate when I make my first money from Resident Evil, or whatever game I plan to play, because there's a lot of good games coming out, and who knows how long I'll stick with playing Resident Evil. Still having fun, but we'll see. I might get into Dead Space a little bit. A lot of rumors out about Resident Evil right now. What's coming out? Resident Evil 5 Remake, Resident Evil 9, Code Veronica. Let me know in the comments which one you'd like to see. For me personally, if I had a choice, I think I would probably go for the new content which is Resident Evil 9. But if it had to be between one of the remakes, I think I would want to go with Code Veronica. Just because that would be a new game for me. And it's one that I didn't play the original. If you have played the original, let me know how it is. I've heard a lot of people say a lot of good things about it, which is exciting. I did play Resident Evil 5. I didn't really get into it all that much. It was quite a while ago. So Code Veronica could be kind of cool. I watched some videos on Resident Evil 6 and the original. I'm not sure if I'm going to play these games. It's not like me to go back and play old games just because I want the new graphics. I want the feel of the new updated game. Plenty of people on my channel like the original games, which is great. For me, I never go back to the originals, so I don't even remember what, I think the last Resident Evil game original that I could vaguely remember would be Resident Evil 0. I think I had a lot of fun with that game. But I don't remember Resident Evil 4, the original, really. These things kind of go into my brain, and then they kind of leave my brain after I'm done with them, so for me, playing Resident Evil 4 in Separate Ways remake was like playing a new game. So I'm kind of lucky in that department. All right, so here we're getting into the night room, and this is where the shotgun just really, really shines. It was so pleasant doing this part with the shotgun. TMP works pretty well too, but I'm clearing everything out before I do my save because, I don't want to do this a few times if I wind up taking some damage. So kind of just doing some housekeeping right here. You got to be careful though. I mean, you don't want to take damage right here like this shit. This got a little bit testy right here. And I had to get out the shotgun. I didn't want to, but I had to. I want to save all my shotgun shells for the night room. And this guy just completely charged me like crazy. And normally I used to just run past these guys, but I need those spinels. So I had to fight them. There's even one more that you can spawn in, but I didn't feel like I needed it. I felt like I was there already. So now I'm going to go back and save. Now that I cleared this whole area out. And then when I go to do the night room, I just have to run to it. I think I took a little bit of a break right there too. Oh, you don't got no small keys. What are you tripping? Had a little bit of a brain blank right there. All right, so this is a really, really good strategy right here for this room. Works like 95% of the time. Take these two dudes out first. Get the flash out. There you go. The one on your left's going to show up. Show us what you've got. Not a lot. Flash. That's also going to get the archers flashed. And then get this guy. And then try to get this guy. I usually just try to get two of them. Two of their helmets off. And then that usually leaves me one left. And a 1v1's pretty easy. Alright. Super easy. Don't sleep on these archers.
Lights out.
Now this next save coming up is one that I struggled with quite a bit. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Ultimately, I did it because I was just a little bit rusty and I didn't want to take any chances, because if I took damage at Gloria A Las Plagas, or a lot of things can go sideways during that part. So I just didn't want to chance it. I didn't want to lose all my progress. And also it helps me to save a couple of my blast arrows, because we're going to have to fire up our crossbow now. And we're going to have to do a merchant request in a tricky way before Gloria A Las Plagas to get the exclusive ticket for the shotgun. So you'll see what I'm talking about right here. So I don't save yet.
Found to catch your eye. Welcome, Wielding. What can I do you for?
Just sell everything you can.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, a deal. Now go and cook. Thank you. Do check out my wares again soon.
All right, we're going to clear this whole area out. This is another spot where I'm just doing some housekeeping before I save. Hopefully I've got a grenade for these crows. Clear everything out over here. I do a little bit of backtracking right here, and that's fine. We've got plenty of time. We're going to get S+ easily. Okay, so this is part of my strategy for this part. I'm going to take out the crows. It's nice. I've got one grenade. Hopefully I get them all. Looks like I did. This one's a little bit hard to hit right there. Take out these blue medallions right here. There's going to be 3 of them that we can get to right now. This one's going to need the sniper rifle. Don't go forward any further right here. It'll start the Gloria A Las Plagas. Alright, so we got all 3 of them down. Next, we got to go see the merchant. I think I was just checking to see if I had the crossbow. I couldn't remember if I had it on me or not. So I have to go get it.
It warms my welcome. What can I interest you in?
And I'm going to get the case,
Don't get yourself.
because I know I'm going to be using the crossbow for a while now here. So I lost a little bit of footage there. Basically, I used the crossbow to get the final medallions, and then went back, and then I think I upgraded the shotgun with the upgrade ticket. So I don't know what happened to that footage. So we're going to flash. Going to snipe him once, and then I'm going to knife him, and then I'm going to try to shotgun him a couple times before this lady shows up. All right, he's out. He's dead. Super easy. With the upgraded shotgun, he just doesn't stand a chance. And I wish I had that footage of me upgrading it. I don't know what the hell happened. So always keep an eye on your left. Make sure nobody flanks you. And yeah, be careful with that. I thought that was going to hit me. I got lucky. I got lucky right there too. All right, very nice. So I got this whole section cleared out. Cleared out of people. Now we're going to clear it of all its loot. Alright, so I definitely don't miss anything in here. I pick up everything. You got to get yourself ready for Dos Garridoros. I think we're going to try out the shotgun on them too. No reason to leave them out. Oh, I hear somebody. Somebody's chasing me around. Oh, it's one of those one-shot plagas too. No worries. We have the fully upgraded shotgun to max level with the exclusive upgrade ticket, which increases the damage. I think it's by 1.5 times. So, yeah, bring it on, buddy. And again, thanks for hanging out with me today. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Got a lot of things to go over. A few things I wanted to talk about. A couple of them I already have. And thank you so much for hanging out, supporting this channel. Got a lot of watch time hours. Appreciate that. Thank you to everybody that's been using these guides to kind of get your own S+ runs done. For everyone doing, you know, no damage and stuff, it's definitely tricky, definitely a little bit tough on separate ways, but we get through it. I have not been damaged, or I have not done a damage run for quite some time. I don't foresee doing any kind of a run that isn't damage free for separate ways of Resident Evil 4. It's just the way it is. I never really took damage to begin with. During separate ways, there is the Iron Maiden that is and always will be a pain in the ass, especially if it gets patched. That Iron Maiden used to tag me in every game, and I didn't care because I would just heal. So it was very natural for me to go to no damage runs. The guys that do the 100% accuracy, that's some pretty sicko shit right there. I just don't have the time or the patience to do that. You'll see that a lot of them that do the 100% accuracy, they don't do S+ because they want to save as often as possible. And I mean, I can't blame them. I definitely can't blame them. So, you know, that's hard work. No damage, no save, 100% accuracy. Wow. That's a lot to take in there. Kind of stresses me out just thinking about it. I've got my little cat at my feet. He likes to play footsies. And probably just heard him there a second ago. He's a good cat. He's an orange tabby. He's the dad. The mom is downstairs. She's a calico cat. And they have a son together. He's a white striped tabby. He's kind of a weird looking cat. He's like a gray tabby, but he's got a lot of white in him too. And he's got blue eyes. I think he's just got some Siamese in him somewhere, I think on his mom's side. But the mom had like 7 kittens, and we gave them all away except for one. I've pretty much got a cat at my feet the entire time of doing these voiceover videos. So kind of thinking a little bit more and more about maybe putting up more of my runs that I, you know, attempt different things, and just putting them up without any voiceovers. I'm not sure who would get into that. I do have a few videos up where it's just no voiceovers. They don't get much views though. So kind of wonder what the point is. I see a lot of people put up two versions of the same game, one that has commentary and one that doesn't. I'm not sure what the point is for that. I think maybe because I'm a small, tiny YouTuber that I'm missing something. I don't know why anybody would watch a run through with no commentary that doesn't explain anything. Although I could be completely wrong. I also thought that nobody would really watch the cutscene videos either, and I was surprised about that. So with YouTube, when you think you got a good idea of what's going on, YouTube has a way of doing the exact opposite. So it keeps it fun, kind of keeps it annoying, but also keeps it fun, keeps you on your toes. I was also watching a movie called Reservoir Dogs. If you've seen Reservoir Dogs, let me know in the comments. It's a very cool movie. It's a movie I watch every couple years. Love that movie. Quentin Tarantino movie, low budget, but just amazing movie. And they went on and on and on for, in the beginning of the movie, they go on and on about tipping. Couple of the guys tip, couple of the guys don't. And this was like, I don't know, what was it, like 1995? I just checked and it's 1992. So this is a pretty old movie. And these guys go on and on and on about tipping, about who believes in tipping, who doesn't believe in tipping. A couple guys, get mad at the guy that doesn't believe in tipping. And it's really, really funny. They kind of go on and on about Madonna as well. Very, very interesting start to the movie. But to make a long story short, they basically get mad at the guy who doesn't believe in tipping because, it is an interesting subject. And it's one that I don't really have too much of an opinion on. Because, like, on one hand, there's a lot of people who kind of make their way on tips. They survive on tips and stuff. But then on the other hand, there's this tipping on demand thing where it's like everybody's expecting a tip for everything. That's not how it used to be. Even when somebody doesn't do anything for you, they just give you like takeout food. They expect you to tip them for that. It's like, well, you didn't deliver it. You just kind of just handed it to me. So I feel kind of weird about tipping for that. But I also know that like a lot of people survive on that. And for those people, I think they've got more of a beef than people think. But it's not for the reasons that you think. The beef that those people have, like a pizza delivery driver or whatever, like I'll just say this. I won't order pizza anymore because they're out of hand. What they expect for money for the pizza, what they expect for like taxes and tips and surcharge fees and everything else that they do. So the person getting screwed the most is the delivery driver. And you would think that'd be counterintuitive and that wouldn't make sense, but it does. It does make perfectly good sense. And they're being completely screwed over by the business owner. So the business owner charges a fee which essentially takes their tip, because a lot of people will say, well, that fee is kind of my tip. When I buy pizza and pay $7 on top for a delivery charge, a lot of people just kind of just say to themselves, well, that's the tip. They look at it as if it's a mandatory tip that's already been taken out. So, but what's the bad part is is that I don't, now I don't own a pizza shop, and I also don't work in one, so I may not be the omnipotent one on this subject. I'm only saying kind of what I think. So if the owner does not share that money with the pizza drivers, then they are the scourge of the earth. They are terrible, and they need people to stop going to their business, because they don't need to take the tips from the delivery drivers. I'll just put that out there right there. The delivery driver should get the $7 and maybe something on top if maybe they got it there quick or whatever. There's lots of reasons to tip a delivery driver. You know, most of them are nice, and they're out running around in traffic and shit, and they deserve a tip. But this tipping on demand thing, like for somebody who makes you a coffee, not that I drink coffee, my wife does, so I see it. They expect to be tipped, and I don't get it. They all make over 20 some dollars an hour, which I didn't make for many years. And to expect something on top of it for something that you were hired to do. So first of all, you were hired to make coffee. So I don't understand why that's something that somebody wants to force me to tip. I don't get that. But if somebody comes over, and if like they serve you food and they make it and they walk it out to you and they, fill your coffee or whatever, or fill your drink, and they like wait on you, then yeah, I mean, that's something that seems normal. But for somebody that just, pours black coffee into a cup, I just don't get it. And no slight on the people that do that for a living. Definitely not. It didn't used to be that way. And so, I'm only just saying it, some things have changed. Like, and I've seen people, like, I think I had a little bit of roofing work done where they cleaned my gutters and stuff. And I think I went through and negotiated the price and everything. And then I think at the end of it, they had said, well, it's customary for, 10% gratuity on top, which was no small amount of money. And I just said, well, that's nice. And they're like, well, it's kind of customary, our customers, they, give us 10% on top as a tip. And I said, okay. They said, is there maybe any way you'd feel okay with doing that? I said, no. But our customers, I'm like, I don't care. We negotiated a price that was more than fair. It was more than what I was willing to pay, but I did it anyways. I could have went to somebody else, but I was done looking for people. So now you want to, tell me about some kind of 10% tip? No. And you're dismissed. Period. I operate in a business where I do get tipped a lot, but I have never, ever in my life asked for a tip. And people, before they hire me in my band to play, they will typically ask me, they'll say, what is the tipping protocol for hiring your band? And I said, it's very simple. And I'll tell you, when you hire my band, it's such an honor for you to do business with us and to trust my band to provide entertainment for the night. The fee that we negotiate is probably going to be a little more than some of the other bands around town. And so I feel that it's fair what we've negotiated. The price of the band is included, tip included, everything included. I don't expect anything on top of what you're giving me for the event. Period. I won't ask you. I won't demand it. I will never, ever, like, get into a weird conversation about tipping. We all love to be tipped. You know, so I tell them, like, if we completely, like, blew your mind and the night was so much fun and you heard family members talk about it for weeks and it was great. You had no issues with nothing. The experience was top level, 5-star, all the way. Then if you feel that way, then yeah, I mean, if you want to tip and stuff, we will definitely not say no. But in the end, the negotiated amount that I told you is what I need to go out there and do the work. So I find that helps out a lot. And I still get tipped all the time. Most people would say, well, people aren't going to tip you. And that's fine.
Thanks for the direct.
I don't expect it. I never count on it. In fact, I don't even think about it. It's not part of my business strategy. It's not part of what I do as a business owner. I don't subscribe to the pizza shop coffee pouring mentality of, you know, a tip on demand. I just don't. Yeah, I'd love it. Who wouldn't? Everybody would want it. But the fee that I negotiate is more than acceptable for me to do the work, period. And I wouldn't do it if it wasn't acceptable. So there we just saw the Dos Garridoros going down to the shotgun pretty easily. These guys actually reset. So that kind of surprised me. And I shouldn't have ran in there like that. Right there, I was like, okay, hey, look around. Find out where these jokers are. Here they come. I'm surprised I got the shotgun out, but there is like 3 or 4 of them. Trying not to waste all my shotgun ammo because of the black robe in U3 is coming up. Alright, loot everything. Speed up the video a little bit here. And then we're going to get to this next merchant. Before I do, though, I'm going to clear everything out. We're definitely going to be saving right here. This part can be pretty tough, as we all know. We're going to see how U3 likes a fully upgraded shotgun to its face.
What can I do you for? I knew you were a go-getter. Nice work. There's some things money can't buy. Oh, I knew you two.
All right, now I can finally buy some small keys, which is nice.
Don't get yourself killed. Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
And looks like I'm just trying to get some money together. Find out which way gives me the most money. It's not even close. There you go.
Oi, welcome. A deal well struck. A deal well struck. What's that? How
Yeah, some gunpowder is definitely going to be useful. We're going to have to craft some
can I do you for?
flashbangs and some rifle ammo, I'm sure.
This kind of work is about finesse.
And we definitely want to upgrade the reload speed on the blast crossbow. This is very nice to have. It's not required, but it's definitely very helpful. Especially for this boss fight, because we are going to be using the blast crossbow.
What can I interest you in? I don't get yourself killed.
We're definitely looking good. Got a lot of resources. All right, let's see how this goes. So I like to knock him back a little bit. Evade. There you go. Once you got the stun, reload, then kick. Unload. Reload. Kick. Unload. I mean, that's a wrap. Not out of the woods yet, though. This next boss fight can definitely be a bit of a pain in the ass. A lot of unknowns can happen. This boss does some funky things. So we'll see. It's been a little while since I've done this run. So we'll see how clean it is. Definitely want to have some flashbangs. Try out some shotgun here. And so that flinch means that we did a lot of damage, but we didn't knock it down. Should have knocked it down, but we didn't. And then it's just too hard to hit when it's in this position right here. Just wait for it to pop up again. And that wasn't the best flash grenade. I should have just let it go back down and underground. Too hard to hit. Especially on console. Alright, evade. So we're doing a lot of damage now. That definitely hurt it. Alright, get a hand grenade out. Not quite dead yet. It's pretty much one shot though. Probably didn't even need the flashbang. But you want to be safe. You don't want to repeat that again, especially when you killed U3 so easily in that first round. The second round comes up, you want to just get that dude out of there and then move on. We're trying to get to our next save point so we can lock in all this progress. This next save point is one that I feel like I may start to go without. I don't feel like I need it anymore. It's just these piston things are one shot. You know, if you do something stupid, you know, you're dead. I got a lot of handgun ammo, so I'm just trying to use it. But really, this is just tickling this person. It just doesn't do any damage. I didn't upgrade it at all. I mean, it's pretty much just... Oh, see? I almost got myself tagged right there. It's best not to mess around. This handgun's got to go. or I need to upgrade it, one of the two. So far, we put all of our money into the shotgun, the sniper rifle, and the crossbow. We've put nothing into the blacktail. And it's kind of dangerous, you know. So that was shady. I should have killed the guy in the with that first shot, but I didn't. Look at how much damage he's taken. And then it's a plaga. Glad that's over. You don't want to take stupid damage and have to repeat the black robe all over again. Alright, and this is just your typical running section right here. So we are going to save before the pistons. I just don't want to repeat the black robe again. So this is the trouble that I had with my saves. I felt like I had to save in all the spots that I did, but it left me without one save at the end that you're going to see that really caused me a lot of trouble. And I'm not sure how I'm going to improve it. I either have to not save before the chainsaw people in the warehouse in the very beginning, or I can't save before Gloria A Las Plagas, or I can't save before this part. But each and every one of those parts has a huge time in between where you would really have to go back a long ways. So I just don't know how else to say it. If you're just playing a regular game and you're using heals, it's not a big deal. It's nothing. It's stupid. Don't even... You could probably get by without even saving 5 times. You could beat this game on S Plus with a great time easily if you're using heals. But I'm doing no damage. So that changes everything. Alright, don't forget these blast arrows right here. This lady's probably going to be chasing you. Right now, I still don't see her. That's actually pretty dangerous what's going on right now. I had my back turned that whole time. Take that dude out on the left. Don't mess with the guy on the right. Just get out of there. It's not worth it. If you got heals and you're using heals, then fine. You can go get those boxes. But that guy's going to be 100% Plagas. We're doing all the merchant requests in this game too. It's 100% clear. This guy on the left's got some speed to him. He can run. Try to ring around the rosy with him. Time this so that piston's coming down when you're right underneath it. Sometimes these guys are going to get in there with you. More and more these days, they are getting in here with me. They're able to get through the piston pretty easily. Today is not that day. Alright, now it's time to do a little bit of a running section. Be careful of the pistons here. You can get into a little bit of a trance in this area right here, and then you can, try to push forward when you shouldn't, and you can get killed pretty easily. This long range scope works out really nice right here. Lights out, buddy. Gonna be a plaga though. Alright, like I said, 100% run right here. We get all the merchant requests done, including the regenerators.
Lights out.
My strategy for this part works pretty well, pretty much every time. You just got to be careful. This guy with the shield, but the crossbow deals with him easily. Probably shouldn't be using my arrows. I should be using my handgun, yeah. Just because I got the rounds for it. There's going to be a guy coming up behind you, so it's important to go pretty quick right here. Throw your flashbang up in the air, and then get moving. Take out these 2 barrels. Get your shotgun out. You're probably going to need it right here. Guy does not stand a chance. Does not stand a chance. There's a guy on the left here. I probably should have popped him, but I felt like I could get away with it, which I did. But that was probably risky. I don't think I would do that again if that same situation presented itself to me. You don't have too far to go backwards if you have a problem. Probably shouldn't be using my crossbow right here, but I don't like... This is too close a quarters for me right here. I don't like to play with these dudes. Again, doing no damage runs. Don't mess around. Probably going to be a plagas. Yep. Alright, so we got through it pretty easily. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Appreciate it. Watching this video. We're getting an S+ run done. Focusing, using the shotgun. And having a great time with it. Gonna check the typewriter and see if I can't combine some stuff. Be sure if you're doing an S+ run, do all your inventory management at a typewriter. That's just a pro tip there. Otherwise it counts against your time. So I want to thank you for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. If you can like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. I hope to make a lot of videos for a lot of cool games, including Grand Theft Auto once it comes out. Can't wait for that. Right now I'm having fun playing Resident Evil. I will probably play different games though. I may do another Village run. I may do another Leon run. Still having fun doing Ada runs. Can't wait for more rumors to come out about Resident Evil 5, Code Veronica, and Resident Evil 9. Let me know in the comments what you're most excited for. What would you like to see? For me, it's going to be Resident Evil 9, then Code Veronica. That's what I'm hoping for. I've seen some rumors that say it's going to be all of the above. I'm not sure what to think about that. But I would love to get a new Resident Evil game. I will be playing it from day one. Just finished up my run of Resident Evil Village. I was way late to the party. Just because I've been having fun playing Resident Evil 4. And before that, I played a lot of Destiny. And officially done playing Destiny. I did not get any of the new content that they just released. Looks to me like they're making a couple of good decisions for Destiny. Community looks to be happy. The community for Destiny's been through a lot. They've been lied to a lot. They've been abused a lot. They've been robbed a lot. They've been shook down a lot. And hopefully the game is making a turnaround. I'd love to see the game improve. Not sure if I'll ever play it again. Kind of more into Resident Evil. We shall see. I still follow quite a few of the guys that create content for that game. I still watch what's happening. I just don't play it. Which is bad for the game because they need numbers. You got to have people playing, you know, for it to be fun. You got to have a lot of people on there. You know, when you're playing PvP, you want to play against random people, not some sweaty jokers that are just basically curb stomping everybody. You know, you need a big pool of people. Right now, Destiny is not a big pool of people. Well, actually, right now it's probably better than it has been. Before the last update that they put out, it was a dead game. And I feel sorry for all the content creators that have made all their money on that game, because they're basically getting a wake-up call that they're learning a lot about diversity. Diversity is not what you think. When you hear diversity mostly in politics and stuff, it means something completely different. The diversity that I'm talking to is the diversity that you really need to be thinking about. The diversity that you should be focused on. The diversity that you better understand. The diversity that if you get caught with your pants down, the diversity that should scare you. The diversity that can help take you through life. It's diversity in business, and it's diversity in what you do for money. Like, you're not going to put all your money into the stock market. That's stupid. You're going to put some in a house. You're going to put some in a savings account. You might put some in gold. You might put some in rare vintage guitars. You might put some in all the above, which is the smart way to go. When you're all in on something and then that something goes away, you are effed with a capital F. All those Destiny streamers and Destiny content creators are now starting to look for plan B. And honestly, they're late to the party. It's all the guys that are creating content that diversify. They play a lot of different games. They have diversity of, you know, entertainment, and they're the smart ones. They're the ones that are doing well. But that's not to say that YouTube couldn't change its terms of service to where it's not viable anymore. You're under their control. Chances of that happening, I think, are pretty slim, but there's still a chance. That was weird. That guy just kind of fell out of the sky. So it's important to be diversified. Like, I don't just make music for a living. There's no way. I learned that in 2020 when I lost all my business. I didn't know that I needed to be diversified. I just did it naturally. You know, I'm in stock market. I'm in savings. I'm in, you know, real estate. I'm in all the above. So when 2020 hit and I lost all my gigs and the state shut down my business, it was very, very nerve-wracking. I lost all my business, and there's no unemployment for me. I'm a business owner. We don't get that type of thing. We get quarterly taxes. That's what we get. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to be a business person, and I would rather do that any day of the week. But the fact of the matter is that I had my real estate business to carry me through. And it was just kind of just like plug and play. My real estate business was. I just kind of set it and forget it, you know. Keep my houses in good shape. Keep the tenants in there good people. Keep the good people in there. Take care of the good ones. Get rid of the bad ones. You know, I mean, that was all I really had to do. But in 2020, everything changed. I started mowing the lawns more. I started taking care of the property more because I got scared. I really did. I got scared. I was like, holy shit. I lost my business in one day, you know, that's taking care of me. My music business for, you know, since 2010. It's been the sole way that I've provided for myself, or so I thought. You know, my investments were taking care of me too, but I just didn't really look at it. You know, I mean, you don't cash in the money. You just kind of leave it set. But I started to cash in some of the money. I kind of had to because, you know, I wasn't playing music for a living. So diversity, not the diversity you hear on the news. That diversity you hear on the news, the one you need to be scared about is diversity of business, diversity of thought, diversity of income, diversity of content that you create, diversity of business plans. Yeah, you need to be diverse. Thankfully, I was. I didn't even know it. I just got lucky. I had a good feel for it. I had good intuition. I have street smart instincts. I think about things deeply, and I wonder. And I am always imagining, you know, what am I going to do? You know, what should I do? What's my next move? What's the best use of my time? How am I going to get through life being a homeless person, drug addicted, to, you know, being set up for the rest of my life, you know, so me and my wife don't have to worry. I don't have to work as much these days. There's no doubt about it, but I loved working. So now I make videos, create content, and it's just one of the things that I do. Diversity. Look it up in the dictionary and understand how it applies to business and how it applies to life. And get a little scared. Do a little prepping. Mark my words, man. Mark my words. It's better to be safe than sorry. It's also better to have and not need than to need and to not have. So those, if you keep those in the back of your head, you'll be doing better. All right, we got some regenerators running around. We're getting a merchant request down here. Hopefully this guy's not going to cause any chaos. He can sometimes. This guy is not causing any chaos today, thankfully. We're getting ready for the toughest part of the no damage run, and it's the Iron Maiden. Let's see how this goes. You got to have diversity of strategies with the Iron Maiden. If so, then statements need to be thought out. If it does this, then I do that. If it does that, then I do this. If it lunges at me like this, I do this. A lot of things can go sideways here. So I feel like I'm seeing it for the first time because I haven't watched this video yet. And this run was done a while ago. So we'll see.
That was bound to happen.
Please like and subscribe if you can. It helps to give me the energy to make more videos. I love talking to everybody. And I appreciate every one of you that has taken time to introduce yourselves to me and to talk to me about things that have been personal and stuff like that, and, you know, strategies in life, in ways that I've helped. I thank you to all those people who told me that I've helped them along the way. And if you need any more help and I can do it, I will. I will pay it forward. I certainly will. I won't leave anyone hanging, especially if you're dealing with mental health and depression and drug addiction, because that should be the top of your list, top of your priority list. Deal with that first. All right, regenerator, how's this one going to treat me? Oh, gotta run. I'm out. Cash me outside. There we go. All right, time for the Iron Maiden. Let's see how it went. I like the TMP because you can stun this Iron Maiden pretty easily. I don't have that luxury this time. I just got a shotgun, a pea shooter, which is the blacktail, and the sniper.
Another one.
Okay, I got a stun. Gonna try to stun again. Back up. Gotta get a stun. I got scared. I had to run. I'm going to plan B right here. I probably could have stayed there and duked it out, but I'm going to plan B. I feel like I gave up too fast, but we'll see. Thankfully, I got the stun on him right there because he would have got me. Now I'm just out of here. Do a quick loot. That's actually dangerous. All right, once the music stops, you can hop back down. Glad that's over with. We are on our way to our 10th save. The 9th save was right before this part. And we are now down to our final save, which is a bit nerve-wracking because we got a long way to go. We have the whole defensive line to deal with, the laser walls. We've got the gondola section. We have the whole final run. This merchant doesn't have anything that we need, so we're just going to get out of here. Gonna run the gondola real quick. Bust out the sniper rifle here.
Not exactly covert, but it'll have to do.
Not much to this part. Just make sure to hit your shots. I actually like this part. That was a pretty good run on those 4 dudes.
Enjoy the ride. Excuse me, can I see your ticket?
Still getting a little bit of use out of the handgun. Again, this thing is not upgraded at all.
Not my favorite carnival.
All right, it's going to be time to see the merchant again. And we're going to do our final save, unfortunately. I hate the way that happened and the way that came out. I'll have to think hard on how I want to fix that in the future in my next run because this was not a good way to go. I needed one more save after this to feel good about it. So that means the save before the warehouse, before Gloria A Las Plagas, or the Pistons. One of those has to go. It's probably going to be the one in the warehouse before the chainsaw twins. That'll probably be the one that I'm going to get rid of.
What you see is what I've got. We're starting to get enough.
Again, I think the save positions are really, really critical to no damage S+ runs. So first of all, I'm going to take out these... take out everything here first.
The area is well guarded. I need to be careful.
get all these cutscenes out of the way. Get the merchant request started. Get all these boxes open. We're just doing housekeeping right here. All right, now we're going to save. That way, if we lose a lot of blast arrows trying to take these dudes out, we can reload. All right, that one's good. All right, that one's good. We're good to go. All right, Pac-Man, everything out here. Get a hand grenade ready. You got to slow this other guy down. You don't want this guy right here showing up down at the laser wall. You just want the guy with the bat. So slow him down with that hand grenade. Great reload speed on the blast crossbow. Gonna do a dodge. Yep, he actually didn't do what I thought he was gonna do. Gotta do it again. That was plan A, plan B, and plan C. Alright, we got one more bug to go. And that should be all of the merchant requests. Gonna try to take out the last bug with the handgun. See if I can do it. Got quite a bit of ammo for it. There we go.
Task complete. Need to find the main terminal.
All right, thanks to everybody that's hanging out. Appreciate it. Feels good to get a video done. As soon as I get the voiceover done, I can get it uploaded. And it'll be nice to cross this off my list. It's been on my list for a little while, sadly. Just been busy with other things. Spring is here. That means yard work. That means leaf blowers. That means just getting back to work with music too. January and February are not very busy for music. So May, music starts coming around a little bit more. So I'm starting to think a lot about that. But I'm thankful to everybody who hangs out with me and watches these videos. Give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. And we're having a good run here with the shotgun. Definitely no real issues. A little bit of pain in the ass with El Gigante, but everything else has been pretty smooth. Doing 100%. No damage, S+ run. Focusing the shotgun. Using it on U3. That was interesting. If you shoot these boxes, this guy comes out the door. Which is nice. He's so one shot. I don't know what the thinking is and why he's so weak. I wonder. There are some grandmas running around that are way tougher than that dude.
Lasers. Better watch out.
After I get done with this video, then I've got another music video to do, so I make videos for 3 or 4 channels. It gets a bit overwhelming sometimes.
Well, that was excessive.
The fun thing about Resident Evil is that I just play the game and then I can make the video. But with music, you've got to make the audio, make the video. You got to get everybody together. I can just do Resident Evil by myself. All my other channels, I have to have help from, you know, other musicians and people like that. So I do love having this Resident Evil channel because it's something that I can control on my own. And if I feel like doing a video, I can just do it. I don't have to call nobody. I don't have to check in with nobody. I don't have to, you know, do any of that kind of thing. So it's really nice. I'm very happy doing these Resident Evil videos. They've been a lot of fun for me. I wish I had a save right here. That would be great. And to be completely honest, if I remember right, I got damaged trying to get on the last elevator lift. And I had to start over. I had to go all the way back to the defensive line. I was like so close to being done. Ashley was just right up above. I was aggravated, disappointed. Pretty sure I set the game down. Had to come back to it a few hours later because that's just devastating to lose your run on that final elevator. Right now, just trying to make sure I have enough money together. We're going to rocket launcher Sadler. We just need the 160K for the rocket launcher. We don't need to upgrade any more guns. Everything's already so overpowered. Even the handgun got some love. Don't really put any money into the knife ever. I've really never been that way. I've never really put any money into the knife. At this point, I usually never buy the Ada charm, but I did on this one just because I had so many spindles left over. I was like, all right, who cares? Probably not even going to use it, but oh well. That was a clean shot to that dude's head. There's no way he should have made it out of that. That was close. I think I was trying to save my shotgun shells, but it's more important not to die or not to get hit because, again, my save was so far back. And right now I'm just being careful, just trying to make sure that I've got myself covered. I don't want to use a flash grenade. And I don't want to use shotgun ammo, but here I am. I don't want to use blast arrows because I need them for a couple of sections coming up. So here I am with the pistol, which was smart. That's the right way to go because I had so much ammo for it. It's just such a pea shooter. It just tickles them though. That kind of sucks. I need a grenade and a blast arrow for this part right here. And a heavy grenade. I don't have any flash grenades, so I really need to get that figured out. I need a couple. Alright. This guy's going to get back up. He's going to be a Plagas. Alright, not bad. Now I need a blast arrow. Couple shotgun shells just in case I get bum rushed. Oh, I wish I had more arrows. Make sure you're all reloaded. Alright, the pistol's not probably going to do much right here. That's not going to last. I'm going to have to switch it up. Oh man, that guy even bum rushed me. He gets the shotgun. It's actually kind of dicey right here. Yeah, still kind of dicey. I had to use way more shotgun than I wanted to. I should have just shotgunned him. Best to not play around right now. Got no saves. Got to use the ammo. Doing pretty good on rifle ammo. So that's good. Didn't get any ammo right there. That's shitty. Shitty RNG. Got some shotgun and a flash. That's going to be helpful. Get your heavy grenade ready. Rip. Sorry, bud. All right, getting ready for the final stretch here. There's a couple of dicey spots coming up. I need to use the handgun a little bit more because I got a lot of ammo for it. Right here, I don't need the money. I just want to get through this part. I don't want to do it again, so I don't go for the treasure on the left. And I'm just going to run for it. Be sure to duck. Yep. That was close. That was scary. I imagine that's what it feels like to take a foul ball at a baseball game when you're behind home plate. All right, going to clear everything out right here. Get ready for the final stretch. Again, use the handgun. Got lots of ammo for it. And let's get ready for Lord Sadler.
Welcome. Well then, what can I do?
Got 152. Should have plenty of money. This is a fire sale right here. Everything's got to go. Sell it all. Going out of business.
Ruby's all rubbish. A deal well struck. I'll hand this over when you've got the space.
Got some good large resources that's going to help with our flashbangs. Hoping we have enough gunpowder to make this final push. Gotta have flashbangs, shotgun shells, blast arrows, heavy grenades. Gotta have it all for this final push right here. I'm just blowing money at this point. Four flashbangs should be enough.
I can hardly contain myself.
The shotgun works so well on this final push. I just wish I had more ammo. All right, now let's get ready for the final push. There's a couple of tricky sections here, but it's pretty consistent once you get your kind of strategy together. Like my strategy works pretty well here just about every time. As long as I've got enough flashes, at least one heavy nade, at least one blast arrow, and some rifle ammo. Like I feel pretty good about this.
Lights out.
You got to take these guys out below. Take the time it's way safer. Like this guy right here. And then this next one, you're going to have to shoot him in the balls a bunch of times. But it's worth it. Waste the ammo and get this guy out of here. He can be a problem. Yo, I just blast arrowed him. I'm surprised I did that, actually. I don't think he's getting back up. Maybe. Alright. These two guys, don't mess around with either. Waste the ammo. Oh, that's shitty. One of them's going to be a Plagas for sure. Get the shotgun out. Don't play around. We've got 10 shots for the shotgun. Hopefully this guy isn't here. I'm a little worried. Nope, he's gone. And this next part's pretty tricky too. I don't conserve ammo right here because I'm gonna take this guy out above. He's gonna be a problem later if you don't. Get everything reloaded. Yep, you're gonna need a blast arrow. Craft everything that you can. Yep, we're in pretty good shape. I just like to make sure I'm really ready right here. All right, get out of there. Get your crossbow ready. Oh, I'm so thankful I had two. So glad I had 2 arrows. Might have to do a flash grenade. There's a lot going on right here. And I probably could have used that barrel right there on the right. Took 2 flashes. I didn't want to use 2, but hey, I wanted to get through this. I already had to repeat it once. Just run past these guys. They're not threatening. Now we're going to need a flashbang for these Navisadors right here. I don't like to play around with them. I used to just shoot them out of the sky, but then I got tagged a few times by them. They do some random shit, so it's best just to be safe. Yeah, I mean, four flashes, I feel good about that. I really only need 2. 3 is nice. 4 is a luxury. That means I can use one right here on the Navisadors. Get them to spawn in. And then immediately start looking around. Double check over here. Yep, there's a Joker right here. And then keep looking around. There still could be more. Alright, not bad. These guys are pretty weak. Usually they're just one shot. Alright, need just a couple of flashbangs. We've got it. 1 heavy nade's nice. Heavy nade. It did not take out the eye. I didn't get it on top of there. Alright, flashbang. I have an extra one, so why not? Very nice. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it a lot. Please let me know any questions or comments you might have. I'd love to hear from you. Love talking about life. Love talking about the game. Let me know if this helped you in any way. I'd love to hear that. It give me some inspiration. Likes, comments, and subs definitely gives me inspiration as well. I thank everyone for just being part of this experience with me, and I try to keep it positive all the time and try to keep it real. Try to keep it good. And for everybody out there, hope you have an amazing day. It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. Hopefully it is in yours too. All the craziness in the world going on right now. Be nice to people. Takes very little effort to be nice. And can't wait to hear from everyone. Thank you so much, and have a great day.